So this was yesterday with Ross Dellinger, Yahoo Sports. And when Ross writes a story, it is a story. I have it in front of me. I printed it out. 137-page response to the NCAA obtained by Yahoo Sports. This is about Michigan intending to fight allegations in the Connor Stalions scheme, accusing the NCAA of overreaching, defending their head coach in Sherrone Moore. Deleted text reveals all of this. I kind of have enjoyed that this has not been on it just hasn't been much of a story. It doesn't mean it hasn't been there, but this is now going to be apparently back front and center. Deleted text and also any kind of email. Aren't those still available?
Yes.
Aren't those things?
People are freaking morons that think that you just, hey, I'm going to delete your text. You can't get it anymore. It's like, no, you can.
Especially if it's on a university phone.
Well, the only way to go around that is to go get burner phones and something along those lines, which that would clearly be much shadier if you were doing that. So I don't know if Sherrone Moore in particular, who admitted to deleting multiple texts, most of them, if not all of them, involving Connor Stalions, according to the report. He even says in Michigan's response, so I deleted all the information, all Connor, on my personal phone, and it wasn't to hide anything. It was just that I was just extremely angry of, the type of person that would do that to this program and these kids. I had to use the mute button. Kiss my ass, man. That is such bullcrap. And look, I don't care about Michigan winning a national title. It doesn't affect me. I like Sherrone Moore based on what I know, but I don't like liars. And dude, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. And look, every college coach lies. I don't trust any of them. I wouldn't ever trust any of them because they all lie for their own benefit. But you're lying. We all know you're lying. We know you're lying, and yet there's nothing that really anybody can do about it. And Michigan fans are obviously going to just say, I'm going to turn the other way because we got what we wanted, and they don't really care. But they would be losing their minds if this was Ohio State and Connor Stalions. And so all of that just makes for a lot of back and forth. But bottom line is, clearly there was shady-s going on. Clearly Sherrone Moore was involved in the shady thing to some degree. Will it pop them? Probably not. But, dude, what a lame-ass excuse, and be better than that. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole time that these coaches pretended like they didn't know what was going on. Are they really expecting to be like, this kid's just damn good? He's just good. He sits in a room and he watches the film and he knows he's good. We're not going to give him a raise or anything like that. And if he was that good, why is he not a higher on the staff? That was silly. Now I do think that there's a middle ground on everything, right? Of what this is. Okay, it's probably not quite as bad as everybody, makes it out to be. It's not like in the Deflategate Nothing Burger story, which that was Deflategate. But it is something that was not good and it was shady. So just do something about it. Punish Michigan in some sort of way that makes them sting a little bit. Create rules that help stop it and move on.
But see, that's what nobody does anymore. That's not the playbook. The playbook is to say, they're the bad guy and they're out to get me because they don't believe into play that type of a game. We see it in politics constantly. Real information comes out and then one side says, that's just them trying to get us and they hate you. And then the other side does the same thing and it never goes anywhere and nothing ever gets done. And so, if you're Sherrone Moore, Michigan, it's just, that's just Ohio State fans out to get us. Don't worry about it. Or they're just all jealous because we won the national title. And it's like, no, I'm sitting here as a completely partial observer going, dude, you're totally lying about the text messages. You are absolutely lying about not lying that you didn't have them because you admitted to that, but that you were angry at the report. So you decided to just in that moment, on that very day, to delete all those text messages. I don't buy that. I also am confused because I would think that he's a smart man that understands that deleting text messages doesn't mean that they're gone for forever. So I'm kind of at a crossroads there and giving him the benefit of the doubt. But, yeah, I saw that and I just rolled my eyes because however you feel about the story, I mean, you're not fooling me with the whole I was angry so I deleted all my texts. I mean, come on, was this a 14-year-old breaking up with his girlfriend? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, the quote is, I deleted all the information, all Connor, on my personal phone, and it wasn't to try to hide anything. It was just that I was extremely angry of, the type of person that would do that to this program and these kids. So is he throwing Stalions under the bus? Does Stalions have information that would then also accuse or show some things with Sherrone Moore?
Oh, yeah, so, like he's going to put that out if he did? He's Mr. Michigan. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. So, and it's, okay, so speaking of this, I don't know if this has any, I don't know why this coach at Ohio State, a staffer, Joe Lieberger, is under investigation. This came out earlier today, placed on administrative leave in December because of a university investigation. A letter from school's human resources. This could be anything, but quality control coach Joe Lieberger, who worked with the linebackers, received the letter from the school informing him that he would be placed on paid leave effective immediately, would not be allowed at the Buckeyes facility. This was as they were leading up to playing during the conference, the college football playoff. His attorney saying that there's no evidence, they haven't given him anything, he doesn't understand. You would think in the legal system, at least you would know what you're accused of. But that's a story that's there with an Ohio State football support staff. It could be personal, and then it could be something else.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one, right? I mean, so.
My client, twist in the wind. The university machine moves at its own pace. Fourth year at Ohio State, and he's been placed on administrative leave. So there we are with that. I have no idea. But
I don't know. The Michigan story is way more interesting than we're talking about. That one has actually meat on it. But, yeah, I mean, whatever that is, I'm sure we'll hear about it.
The Michigan story, we have text and we have that ate up the 23 football season.
Well, it's also going to eat up some of this, and I don't think we're going to get that much into it because, again, we don't care that much about the story. I mean, if it's interesting enough to talk about, we will. Some middling Ohio State staffer has really nothing to do with that, and I don't think, people are going to much care unless that turns out to be something. But it's, I mean, a drop in a very large bucket compared to the Michigan thing. So
it is the third story on NCAA's page for ESPN. You're right. It's not like in the Michigan range, but it was interesting that today, after the story yesterday with Michigan came out, that an Ohio State assistant staffer was placed on administrative leave the day after that story. The latest story on Michigan did come out.